Hello guys, this is Becca and I am here with my Buddy Diamond Painting completion. If you don't know what this is, you probably heard of buddy coloring, and that's where you and someone else gets together, you color the same page, and then you upload your video sharing your completed page, and you both color it, and it's called a buddy color. Well, I decided to do a buddy diamond painting with Miss Crafty Girl 42. We've been doing, of course, last year up to August we called it Monthly Mugs Collab. We changed it in September to be called Buddy Diamond Painting. That way, if we don't get mugs, if we get, although we are doing mugs this year also, but if we decide to do something else next time, it's just going to be called Buddy Diamond Painting. So yesterday I put up my video showing my card that we're working on cards this year. From September to August of next year, we'll be working on cards. And they are mugs for each month. And I showed my project, my card that I was going to work on. It wasn't completed yesterday. I was just sharing it with you before I started working on it. And that's the way we do each month. The first day of the month we show you what we're going to work on. And then when we get it complete, we come back on with a completion video. Usually the same day or the day after. So we usually have our completion video up by the 2nd, at the most 3rd of the month. So I'm here with my completion. You are looking at the inside of the card. Now, let me tell you a little bit. This is October, and Halloween is in October. And I do not participate in Halloween at all. The card naturally was Halloween themed. You saw that, or if you haven't seen my first video, you can see it. Go back and watch yesterday's Buddy Diamond Painting video, and you can see what the card looked like at the beginning. But I knew if I didn't modify my card that I would not use it, because I would not send out to anyone a Halloween themed card, just because I don't have anything to do with Halloween. So what I did was I modified my card, and let me tell you, this card was a doozy. Not because of my modifications of it, but for some reason, I kind of know the reason. There's been another project I had on my mind, and I was doing everything wrong with this card. Everything wrong. So first off, yesterday, I completely forgot about it, that it was the 1st of the month, and on the 1st of the month, I have a video to do to share my project that I'm going to be working on for the Buddy Diamond Painting. Completely never crossed my mind until I watched Miss Crafty Girl. She's my buddy in this Buddy Diamond Painting. When I went on to watch her videos, there was her video of her sharing her card before she started working on it. I said, oh no. I jumped up right then, didn't even finish watching her video. I jumped up, come in here, and made my video showing my card before I started on it. Okay, so with everything, it was late by the time I saw her video. There was so much going on. I had so much on my mind with this other project that I said, well, I'll just wait and start on it in the morning, get it done, and put up my completion to, talking about today. Okay, so I get in here, and I know that I ended up working some on it last night. I had a few spare minutes, and I did work a little bit on it last night. But what I did last night was I modified my pumpkins. They were made like jack-o'-lanterns. You can either go back and watch my yesterday's video, or you can go to Miss Crafty Girls, which I would like for you to do anyway. Go to her channel and see how she has done her card. She didn't modify hers. But these was jack-o'-lanterns. So instead of putting the black drills to make the face of the jack-o'-lantern, I put all orange drills to make it just a pumpkin. So that's what I did yesterday, and that's about all I did yesterday. Except for I modified the bird. The bird is supposed to be a bat originally. You know, the two little bat ears was sticking up. So what I did was I took a black pen, I colored in between those two little ears that was sticking up, and then I colored out a little bit like a beak to make it just a regular black bird. It's not a bat. It's a black bird now. So I got that done yesterday. So I sat down here today and I got started. I got this straw done, and all around the edges here. First, I went in here. On top of here is supposed to be a spider and some spider webs. So I seen what colors was supposed to go on top here. So before I did the straw, I come in here and I went over the black areas. Instead of putting black drills, I put the color, you know, just the clear crystal drills on here. Okay, got that done. So then I done this straw and I did around the edges. Then I got ready to do, oh, and I put the bigger things like the heart and these gold dots. I put them on because there were not very many of them, you know, and they're bigger items. I just went ahead and put them on, even though their number was further down the line. So then I got ready to do number 8. So I pulled out my container, and I had some drills in my container I had marked as 8. But the drills that was in that container were green. And I said, that's not going to work. Green don't go on top of this cup. I know it don't. It don't go on top of the cup. So I text Miss Crafty Girl, ask her if she could tell me what color. Oh, and my number 5 container was empty. I went back and looked in my drills, and there was the pack that had number 8 on it. So I knew that 8 was not green. So, and then I seen that the container number 5 was empty. So I asked Miss Crafty Girl what color the number 5 drills were. Well, she sent me a picture, and sure enough, it was the green drills that I had in the number 8 container. So I moved the green from the 8 container to the 5 container. And then I got started doing the spots that was number 8. Then I decided to work on the straw and around the edge here. So I did. I worked on my straw, worked on the edge, got it all done, and was fixing to go to number 9, which number 9 is the letter A. And I get to looking at it. I knew whenever I started on the straw and on around this edge, I thought, now those drills just is really not coordinating with the background color. But they were they're these kind of a creamy kind of colored drills up in here. I said, well, maybe that's just what it's supposed to be. Never clicks in my mind. I got the straw and all the way around here done. and realized I did it with number 8. So I moved one of the drills off. I said, that's not 8, that's B. I had to remove all the drills from the straw and from around the edge and try to get them off without taking off too much of the glue, and put them back in number 8 container. So then I got out number 9, which is A. So that's the bird and some black places around in here, around the cup edge. So I did I did number 8. So then number 9. Am I right? Number 10 is, oh, I done put that container up. Yeah, I think B was number 10. I mean, it's B, but I had it. Okay, I pulled out the A container. The letter A was the black. Then I pulled out the B container. And there in the B container was my orange drills. And that's when I realized I had put the wrong color. I moved it over, seeing that's B. Makes more sense for those drills, orange drills, to be on here. So that was the last color, was B on this particular card, the B drills. So after I worked and got all of the drills back off, I had to go back and redo around the edge and do the straw in the right color drills, the orange. But I was determined that this was not going to get the best of me. So down here on the bottom is, originally, and it was still there, I just covered it up, but it's the word boo. Well, I didn't want the word boo there because I'm making mine more fall instead of Halloween. So these are the very same things as these gold ones here, but these 3 did not come from the actual kit. I had these in my stash. I didn't want to use the ones in my actual kit because I didn't know if I'd run out before I got all my cards done. Of course, I could have went back to these, but these are a little bit smaller than the ones here that came with the kit. So I just glued 3 of those gold beads over the top of the word boo. So I've covered that up. Yes, you can still see the black, but that's just kind of like a outline around it, it's fine. So then the back of the card, if you remember from yesterday's video, is a picture printed on there. You don't diamond paint it, it's printed on there, but it's jack-o'-lanterns, bats, hearts, which would have been fine, but it has the bats and the jack-o'-lanterns and all that, so I didn't want that on there. So I decided I would find some kind of picture that I could glue over the back of that would kind of coordinate with it. And so I thought the yellow would go with the orange and with the gold. That's one piece of paper that I glued down on the back. Then I thought, this is a picture of a bird. There's a bird over here, so I'm going to put a bird on the back. So there is my modified card that now I can send out to someone if I want to, because it is no longer a Halloween card. It's just a fall card. Or I could, well, I started to say Thanksgiving, but Thanksgiving is in November, so, but it's just a fall card. It's not a Halloween card anymore. It is a fall card. So Halloween is the only season, the only holiday that I don't participate in. And so anytime that I have a Halloween project, you know, that comes amongst, like in a kit with the other things. I just tried to modify it where it no longer looks like it's Halloween, that it looks more fallish than Halloween. So that's my card, my modified card. Be sure to go over to Miss Crafty Girl 42 and see her completion and see what the card originally was meant to look like. But this is how I modified mine. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed that and heard about all of my heartaches and hardships of trying to get this card made. Alright, I'm going to let you go for now. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.